Hi, my name is Victoria Pierce. Today's date is May 1st, 2022. I am a graduate student at Liberty University, School of Behavior Science. I'm in the Master's Arts program for Human Services Counseling. Today I'll be presenting my interpersonal communication plan. I will talk about interpersonal skills and communication and the importance these skills are and how essential they are to our communication with others. I will talk about behavior blend, communication barriers, how to overcome those communication barriers. So let's start. So what is interpersonal skills? Interpersonal skills is the process of exchanging ideas, feelings, information between people, as well as our thoughts and our feelings. Okay? Now, there are different types of interpersonal communication that the different types consist of oral, nonverbal, verbal, and listening skills. Okay? My behavioral blend revealed that I am an IS, which means that I am a people-oriented person. I enjoy connecting with others, and I am good at influencing others, as I am also good at communication. And I have a tendency that I gain people's trust easily, which is a good thing. If you think about it, in the career that I have chosen as a counselor, I want people to be able to connect with me. And people to trust me, and people to be open when they speak to me. So when I first did the assessment, it didn't really take me by surprise, because these are things, I could identify personality traits that I have. Being an IS and being a person that likes to connect with others, people to influence others, I think I'm going to do great in my career choice. Okay. Now, my weakness as an S, one of the weaknesses that I am not always the best listener. Because remember, when you're a people person, you talk to so many people and you have so many conversations in your head, and so that's one of my weaknesses, that I am not a good a good listener sometimes. Okay. As an I am very consistent and I stay very focused. I always finish what I start. I don't give up easily, even if it takes me a while. For instance, I'm going through a difficult situation right now, and in my first or second week of when I started this class, I was given the bad news. I was diagnosed with cancer. And at first I was like, I was taking 3 classes at that time. And the first thing was like, oh my God, should I even continue? Going through chemo and all that. But part of me was like, no, you could do it. You just stick to it. Even if you have to schedule 1 class at a time. It's been hard managing the 3 classes with everything that's going on. But my personality, and now being an S, I am focused, steady, and I always finish what I start. Okay, so that's an example I could give to identify myself. Now, one of the things about us, we don't like changes. Although changes bring other opportunities, we are afraid. We are very comfortable in our social group. We're very comfortable with our environment, and when changes happens, we tend to freak out. And I could relate to that. Because I've always had long hair. Let's just talk about one change. I always had long hair. So physically, I'm seeing all these changes. I am not myself with the energy-wise. There's so many things I am limited to do now that I was able to do before. So those changes is hard to adapt to, but anything is possible, and I am adjusting. Okay, so that was my behavior blend. Personality traits. Now, one of my communication goals is to be a better listener. Okay, like it says that one of my challenges are that one of my weaknesses is that I'm not a good listener. So one of my goals is to become a better listener. And how do I do that? Asking people for feedback, being more attentive, and engaging eye contact with people and no distraction, okay, when exchanging information. So I can naturally connect with others. Okay, what are some communication barriers? Personal, language barriers, and psychological barriers. How can I overcome these? Well, communication barriers, listen closely, show empathy, be honest, be open-minded, and avoid distraction. Those are ways that I could overcome these communication barriers. Okay. I feel like I'm missing something. I'm sorry, I have to read from my... Okay. In conclusion, my goal is to communicate effectively and purposely, to exchange my ideas, thoughts, and feelings clearly. As a future counselor, and if God allows me, my plan is to reach out to those people that are hurting and have no hope. When I was recently diagnosed with cancer, honestly, I could tell you that it was my faith and my trust in God that has given me the strength to endure this difficult time in my life. I had so many plans of things that I wanted to do. And you know what? With God, everything is possible. So I'm just holding on to Him really tight, and I know that I'll get there. It might take me a little bit, but I will get there. First, I have to work on my treatment and healing from inside out. And I want to be able to give others that hope, that faith that I have. So when they endure something difficult in their life, whether it's something bad, struggles, or even good, count on God. Put your faith in God. When it's something good, be grateful. Be grateful to Him and know that He's always there with you, unconditionally. And that's what I want to give to others. And I think this is the perfect career path for me. When I first started, I was unsure what type of counseling. And when this whole happened at the hospital bed, it all came to me like an epiphany moment. And I said, God, I want to be able to share with others your word, my faith, and how I'm able to endure all this difficulty that I'm going through right now. It's not easy to be told you have cancer and it's stage 4. You know, it's like, ooh. When the doctor asked me, do you want to know how long you have to live? I said, only God knows that. You don't know that. I saw many people, met a lot of people along the way in that hospital, and that gave me a purpose to use my experience of what I'm going through, my struggles, my difficulties, and use that in a positive way. So to do that, I have to be a better communicator, and this class has given me the tools needed to do that. Okay, and I would like to close with a quote by Dr. Rachel Naomi Remy. The most basic and powerful way to connect to another person is to listen. Perhaps the most important thing we ever give each other, it's our attention. I want to listen. I want to show others that I care. I want to show empathy. I've always been very empathetic. So thank you very much for your time. It's been great having this class, and thank you for all the tools and education and all the knowledge that I have gained. Thank you.